What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the Remember Knows Best, bringing you some more Dragon Ball FighterZ matches and bringing you some more post-commentary coverage of another City of Mayhem run, as I did enter once again, this time on the PS4, or I play on my PS5 now because I'm in anticipation of that rollback update. But yeah, so I entered another tournament and I did post-commentary coverage. However, well, I'm doing post-commentary coverage. However, I recorded this while I was live on the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/LotusAsakura. Link is always in the description down below. However, unlike the last time I played in a tournament on stream, this time I turned off my alerts, I hid the chat for myself, and I did pretty much little to no talking. That being said, because of the nature of how I structured all of this, you might hear some faint and small subtle remarks from me here or there in the background of this video. I'm not quite certain yet how I'm gonna throw all this together. It's easier. Like, this is the way I'm doing this now is the most complicated way of me doing this. Like, all right, I'm gonna just jump in here real quick for two reasons. Number one being, you haven't hit the like button yet. I don't know what you're waiting on. It's free. Just go ahead and hit that for your boy. I greatly appreciate you doing it on the last video, by the way. Good looks. Second of all being, I ended up rambling here for a minute and it don't really matter to y'all too much. All you need to know is that this video is not gonna have any in-game sound. But if that's really a big issue for you guys, and you guys really do want it, it's gonna be a bit more of a tedious process for me because of how I recorded all this and everything. But I'll figure it out in the following videos in this run, if you care that much. But for now, it's just going to be my commentary and background music, but hopefully that's cool. Anyway, back to the video. That being said, we're going to get into things today, and here we are with the first round, the first match in my most recent City of Mayhem run on PlayStation, up against Bald Squad. I forget what his actual name, like his tournament name was, but his endgame name is Bald Squad. Running a team of Krillin, Nappa, Krillin, and Tien, and I just heard myself talk a little bit in the background. I feel like maybe I should just mute this. Would it be better if there's just no game sound and I just throw in my commentary and the music, or do I really want to go in and then like grab the gameplay, cut out my voice, sync it up, get the music and everything? I don't really know. Anyway, we're running our team of Labcoat 21, 18, and Trunks, and you can see we get off to a bit of a start here playing some neutral. He catches me slipping, doesn't get the hit, puts me in a block string, and I immediately take my turn back after the little reversal that he tries, and I drop the combo. I'm jumping back and forth between PC and PlayStation is so difficult for me that it always takes me a little bit to give my time to get there. Funnily enough, though, I was feeling pretty good. Not amazing, but why is English such a difficult language for me to speak sometimes? Going into this run, I felt better this time than I felt when I was going into it on my recent PC run, just because I actually played some warm-up games against Lower Difference leading into this, and ended up winning like 6 games to 1 when we were warming up, which is a whole thing in and of itself. I don't think that dude's playing me seriously at all when we fight, because there's just no way. But yeah, you can see Nappa's doing some Nappa things right here. Knocks me down. I'm not trying to handle any of the Cyberman nonsense. Knockdown, 18 assists, but I dropped the combo and he mashes 2H. And yeah, it's not looking good for Matt. It's not looking good for Matt. Going into this, I thought I was gonna play pretty solid because I felt like I was playing pretty solid against Lord Different. But then when I actually got into the matches, I was like, hold on, I'm not playing as clean as I was just a couple of minutes ago. That being said, we get lab code out, 21 or 18. Slow down. I mean, you know, let me grab some water. I didn't hear me knock over that other empty water bottle. Just gonna take a drink and slow it down. I feel like sometimes when I do this post commentary, I want to cover every little action that happens, and there's always so many things I want to say, whether it be within the game or in real life or, you know, outside the game or whatever. There's a million and one things I'm trying to say, and so I just end up like word vomiting, and just a million words come out at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and it's just, yeah, I know half of you guys can't even understand a single word that I'm saying, which you guys still seem to enjoy the content anyway. I don't know, I've talked about this before. I am from up north. It's not, I don't live in the north currently, but I was born and raised there, and I feel like a lot of people up there speak really fast. And then as a kid, I had a really bad habit of speaking really fast when I got really excited. As I got older, that was a bad habit that I grew out of, and then at some point after becoming a YouTuber, it like snuck back up on me. I don't know, I just get really passionate about things. That being said, you can see here in the match we've taken quite the lead. He's down to just his solo Tien, but I mean, Tien with a lot of bar and limit break can deal a decent amount of damage here. I always mess that up, man. I gotta practice that more in training mode. That link, being able to like get Shining Slash and then tag in 21 for the stomp, it's really powerful. It's a really nice technique, but I feel like every time I go for it in actual games, I always mess it up. Need more practice. He takes out my lab coat. I still have a full health Trunks. 18's got about 40-ish% of her life bar left. Get the assist. Convert off that with the beam. Auto combo. Don't drop it this time. Key blast and a shining slash. Short, simple combo. Just get the sliding knockdown. Mess up the OK a little bit, but it's fine. Vibe check. Slash whiffs. Daron Ray. Should have just jumped up there for the hit. He tried to reflect, but ends up getting a key blast because I crossed up the flip, but it's fine. Knockdown to 18 assists. Convert that with the jump light. And that's going to be us taking the first game over Bald Squad. As I said, leading into this match, leading into these games, I felt pretty good. But that match ended up being a lot closer than it felt like it should have been. Because as I was playing this guy, I was like, okay, he knows a thing or two, but this isn't someone I should lose to, right? But it was feeling kind of closer. You know, Nappa got onto a bit of a hot start. You know, Nappa's one of those characters that can really steamroll you. And I feel like Krillin is a really underplayed character right now. I wouldn't say underrated or like secretly OP or anything like that, right? Because I think a lot of people are aware that Krillin's really strong, but you don't really see him a whole lot. And the same thing goes for Nappa. I think people, like every character on this team, I think is pretty strong, but they're all characters that aren't particularly popular. And it's a bit of a meme team, right? Because it's the Bald Squad. But these are all characters that in the right hands are capable of doing some pretty nasty stuff. I mean, Krillin's got a lot of trickery and some really sick combos. Tien can spit out damage like nobody's business. Nappa has some of the nastiest setups in the entire game. You can see I went for that 6-7 reset there because I wasn't going to be able to kill otherwise. We get the hit again with the last bit of our spark. And this should be enough to take Nappa out. Spin. I should have done... Yeah, I did the wrong thing here. I definitely did the wrong thing here. I should have done a single key blast into 214M, into stomp, into assist, into dragon rush, into stomp, into supers. I still get the kill anyway, even though it was a blue combo. But yeah, I definitely did the wrong thing. I think I did 236L there instead of 214L. And it's just, yeah, just not the right move I should have made. Anyway, super dash finds its mark. Knockdown to lab cut assist, convert with the 5M, taking Krillin to the corner and off to a very strong start here. Go for the safe jump, take my advantage. He gets hit by the assist because I actually messed up that block swing a little bit. And I wasn't able to convert in time. Mashes the 2H there in mid-air, gets the hit. You're a freak of nature. Labco gets the hit, but I wasn't prepared for that. Almost looked like Labco went straight through Tien's beam, which isn't really the case, but it eased what it eased. Also, you know what I just did? I okay, I did. Because I know I was doing it, but I don't remember if I just muted my on my keyboard, or if I actually muted the video itself. Anyway, Krillin finds the hit, down goes Trunks, and just like that, he's even things back up. We got off to a really strong start, but Krillin started bringing things back, and well, you're about to see in this match that was kind of the name of the game. Krillin was putting in that work. Another thing about all these characters is that I reflected there thinking that, yeah, it didn't work out. I reflected once trying to reflect the rock assist, but then the rocks whiffed, so then I reflected again thinking that he'd immediately go in, but he was actually patient there. He was able to punish me for that, and just like that, we lose Labco. Now he's the one with the advantage, and we don't have our sparking anymore. He still has his, so he's definitely at the advantage. But as I was saying, going back, you know, Krillin's one of those characters that is very uncommon, and like I said, all three of these characters are very uncommon. Tien, you don't really have too much to worry about because he doesn't really have anything too tricky. But Nappa and Krillin are both characters like, hey man, if you're not prepared for that matchup, if you're not really familiar with them, they're gonna catch you slipping. And you know, you might think I have a whole ton of Krillin experience because of Dado, but frankly, Dado and I don't play the game together too often anymore. I just don't think, wow, that's what I'm talking about. But frankly, I don't think Dado just plays DBFZ as much in general. Like, granted, I hadn't been either until recently. You know, I'd been playing it for videos, but not much more than that. But I think he plays it even less than I do. You know, Krillin's, he's got a lot of new stuff since the last time I feel like Dado and I really sat down and grinded the game out together. But as you can see, Bald Squad ends up taking the second game and tying things up at 1-1, just off the shoulders of Krillin alone. Krillin came in the game and just kind of took matters into his own hand. He's whiffing around. He gets the second hit of auto combo to hit. And just like that, I'm taking huge damage on Lab Coat. He's again going to go for this knockdown to this little like setup here, and I'm sparking because I don't want anything to do with Nappa and Cyberman mix-ups, and yeah, it's not looking good here. I guard cancel because again, just Nappa pressure is not something I'm trying to deal with, but we're just getting busted up. We are just getting busted up, and I'm thinking to myself like, there's just no... Yeah, so you didn't know what time it is. You hit me with a jump dragon rush, I see red. I get hit with one of those dragon rushes and I just see red, so it was time to turn up. Hit him with the vibe check, he gets hit. Goes for the 2H there again. I get hit by the reversal. I feel a sneeze coming, but is it actually going to release itself? Let's find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Also, I feel myself speeding up how fast I'm talking again, so let's slow it down. But yeah, he finds a hit again with Nappa, but goes for a reset with the 6M, and yeah, he's doing a little bit too much. I feel like he was on crazy autopilot there, and that's why he wasn't committing to any of those hits that he got, because he got several hits that he could have gotten a full combo off of and potentially even killed Trunks. Trunks has only got about 35-40% health right there. Actually, maybe a little bit more. We just got some blue life. It didn't have much bar, but he had both assists. So had he been more aware or more alert of what he was doing or the hits he was getting, but maybe he just was, I was getting hit unexpectedly where he wasn't really prepared for. Either way though, Nappa ends up going down instead of Trunks. Trunks is able to recover some of that blue life. The super dash finds its mark on Krillin. Then we take Krillin to the corner after converting it with the Trunks assist. Key blast, spin to win. Command grab to get some health back. I love that move, by the way. It's one of my favorite things about Lab Coats, the fact that she can do that. Do a command grab and heal herself. It's just, I don't know how other people feel about the fact that she can do that, but I love it. But then again, I love this character in general. I think she has a really, really dope design, some of the sickest animations in the game. She's incredibly fun to play. I know a lot of people really hate her because of how powerful that she is. But I don't know. I feel like the opinion of Lab Coat would be extremely different, and that she would be a much more loved character if she wasn't so powerful on release. I think that first impression really soured it for a lot of people. And I know it's like, oh, it's just another 21. Like they just made their OC like but like isn't that just every anime or just every video game? Like doesn't everyone just make their OC like the most powerful? I mean, like, couldn't you say that's just the plot of every like anime ever? Or, you know what I'm saying? I guess like the OC isn't like you know, the most powerful character in like every video game, but I feel like they're never like bottom tier, right? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. This is my opinion. I feel like 21 would be Lab Coat at least would be a much more beloved character if she wasn't so strong. Because even Majin 21 was pretty beloved by a lot of people. Even people that didn't play her really liked the character until she, you know, ended up being one of the most played characters, and people pretended like they hated her. I don't know why he did that, by the way. I could have gotten a much better punish there, but I wasn't really thinking, and so I just did something really random. Like, that was such a terrible combo, such a terrible punish. It's better than nothing, I guess, but I just wasn't prepared for that in the heat of the moment. Either way, though, you can see things are still in our favor. We're putting in the work with Lab Coat right now. I should have spun there. It's fine. There it is there, though. I realized that it's, you know, it doesn't matter. I realized in the heat of the moment that I should have spun while I was in the air, but when we were on the way down, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to mash spin. Whatever happens, happens. And it ended up working out. Also, hold on. Let me sit in my chair a little bit more properly because my back is kind of killing me. I have such horrible posture. I have a really nice chair, and sometimes I forget to actually use the back support. Then I wonder why I feel like I'm 40 even though I'm not. Anyway, we ended up taking the third game over Bald Squad and taking the set 2-1. He made it look pretty convincing though. He put up one hell of a fight. I mean, he ended up winning that second game off the back of Krillin. The third game he was off to a really strong start, but we were able to bring things back. And he was doing it with a really like non-meta, not super top tier team. Like I said, even though I think all those characters are powerful, they obviously don't compare to Lab Coat. And I mean, he was smacking Lab Coat up at first, but we take things 2-1 to move on to the second round in order to face off against, well, you'll see. And so our next opponent was Mighty Yahiko, who has TTV in his name, so I can only assume he's a streamer as well. And I didn't recognize his name, if I'm being completely honest, when we got matched up, but he said that we had faced off before and he was looking forward to the run back because he thinks I demolished him last time we played, and he said it was 2-0, and he was actually very nervous going into this match. And I was like, hey, you know, good luck, have fun, whatever. Because he's running a team of Android 17, Hit, and Gohan, which I think is a pretty sick team. Like I said, I didn't remember him at all, and even from his playstyle or his team, I didn't remember him at all, which is crazy because like I usually remember stuff like that, but I don't know. But as you can see, he came out of the gate swinging. I mean, swinging. I went for a reset there with the 6M. He wasn't biting it because he ended up going for the spark. It was fun. We both spent our sparking pretty early to maintain our point characters. Also, playing 17 point, not something that you really see a whole lot. I mean, I guess it makes sense though. Because I mean, none of the characters on his team really want to be played point. If it was me, I'd probably be playing 17 or Hit on point. If it was me, I'd probably play Hit point with Gohan mid and 17 anchor is probably how I would do it, but that's just me. That being said, not quite enough to get the kill on Android 17 here. Reflect the hit C assist, but yeah, he plays hit C assist. Get the big 2H there. And yeah, accidental side switch there. Didn't mean to do that one. Drop the combo, but we still got a decent amount of damage on the Gohan. But as you can see, he has a very fast paced, super high energy, very high octane play style. Lots of movement, lots of key blasts and dashing around, and especially with 17, a lot of Rekkas, and I mean a lot of Rekkas. You know, I remember people in the past saying that 17 was hard, or like I've had conversations about this with people who think 17 is kind of a difficult character to play, and I strongly disagreed. I've said before, all you really need to do is just mash Rekkas constantly. And well, that's exactly what Mighty Yahiko did. and it was doing a number on me in these matches. As you can see, he takes out Android 18 first by bringing Trunks for the EX flip at the start. He tried to mash there, don't know why, but we got the hit, and we're bringing hit to the corner. Boom, 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 boom. Knockdown, flip, just to kill some frames, and there it is. I get the exact bait that I want. He goes for a wake up reflect. I was hoping that he would either do wake up counter or wake up reflect, and he does. It's going to be full combo into a kill on the hit. Just land level 1 into lab coat level 3, and again, this is one of my favorite level 3s in the game, especially just the spin into the cross chop. I love it, man. I love it, and it's super powerful. It's actually top 10 strongest level 3s in the game, I believe, if you don't count 16 and Gogeta instant kills. I mentioned this before, by the way. If you want a Google document that I have a link to with all of the supers and like how much damage they do, that should have been a dead Android 17, but I dropped it. A lot of drop combos. I ended up dropping a lot of combos in this tournament run. You're gonna see that being my downfall and letting solo characters live because of that. But yeah, now it's just down to Gohan against Trunks and Lab Coat. So it's looking like we're in a pretty good situation here. And I'm feeling pretty confident. You know, I haven't been playing my best, but he does get the air-to-air, and he has a lot of meter here. Doesn't spend it just yet. Wait, no, he does. Wait. Was he already leveled up? He only had 6 bars just now, but he got all the way to level 7. Well, and now we're in danger because now we're facing off against level 7 Adult Gohan, who, as we all know, is probably the best character in the game. I find my way out, but I don't get the medium start punish on the DP like I probably should have, but it's fine. And I dropped another combo. That could have been, yeah. Fortunately enough for me, he doesn't seem very adept with level 7 Gohan, but he's just mashing DP like crazy because, I mean, yeah, it's just what you do when you're playing level 7 Adult Gohan. No punish again on the whiff DP from full screen. He's mashing again immediately because he's assuming I'm going to respect the DP. And yeah, the crackhead energy definitely kicked my ass in that game. I wasn't prepared for him to come out of the gates just swinging so heavily left, right, and center with Android 17. And then he got Gohan to level 7. It was like, I'm just mashing DP no matter what. I was able to punish it. Didn't get the level 3 to come out. End up losing the game because of that. Because honestly, I would have just... The thing is, now that I think about it, yeah, I mean, it's easy to say in hindsight, right, when it's 2020, but my plan was, and I still think it's what I would have gone for, was to level 3 and then not go for the safe jump, because he's probably just going to DP again, right? Because he can just cancel into legs and keep himself safe. The plan there would have been level 3 and then, like, on my Oki, reflect and then hit him. Because I was just going to assume I was just going to go for the hard read on the DP. And that might not have worked, right? Or I could have been wrong. But looking back at it now, I'm still pretty confident that would have been the right call. Unfortunately, we'll never know because I dropped the combo ending in my level 3. But as you can see, he's literally just going crazy with Rekkas. He's just all over the place. I drop another combo and it's just... This is just Rekka on Rekka on Rekka on Rekka on Rekka. Just flailing with the Rekkas. And as you guys know, I struggle a lot against players like this at times where it's like the harder they flail, the more like flustered I get, and when I feel like I can't regain control of the situation, I just kind of like freeze up a lot. And he's just like, I'm just going to flail with Rekka as much as I possibly can, and if you can't do it, well, then that's on you. I mean, if you can't handle it, then that's on you. And well, I could not handle it. He's just... I told you, this is all you have to do to play 17. Just mash Rekkas. It's just mash Rekkas. It'll work. Shit, that's all the majority of 17 players that I fought did when he first came out anyway. I mean, still all some of them do. Anyway, I go for the empty vanish round start. We do manage to get the kill on Android 17, but we've lost our sparking and we're about to lose Android 18 because he ends up getting the hit. Actually, no, he ends up dropping his super. Tag out, no JS from the hits. You do get the hit with the spin. Very luckily, very luckily. We have plenty of bar to spend here, so key blast into spin, command grab, stomp. Honestly, probably should have done 18 assists into Dragon Rush into another stomp, and spent more meter, but it's fine. Ends up spending his sparking, gets the hit with hit right away. No empty vanish for the for the conversion. Yeah, just going crazy with the EX stance and whatnot. Yeah, I actually don't know how you deal with that setup. I've seen Raptor do that many times in the past. I have no clue what you do about that, if I'm being honest. And yeah, I was honestly looking for the super dash there, and I let him get away with it. That's what I was expecting him to do, and I was not prepared to switch it. I raw tagged right away. He raw tags right away. I know why I raw tagged. I have no idea why he raw tagged. It felt pretty random to me, but it caught me off guard. I raw tagged because if 18 got so much as sneeze that she was going to die off of any conversion. That's not necessarily the case with hit, unless I got a medium start, but maybe he had the same idea. But also, I don't remember if Gohan leveled up here or not already. But yeah, safe jump, reflects it. C assist, tracks me in the air, catches my EX flip out of the corner. Boom, knocked down. Yeah, he was not leveled up with Gohan yet, so all the more reason why I don't really understand why he tagged him in, but hey, it looked like it ended up working out. I'm getting hit by legs, and yeah, it's just it is a slugfest here. Wake up, reflect again. I thought I got the punish there by him reflecting the first ones, and I thought I delayed it long enough to where his reflect was going to whiff and I was going to get the punish. That's not quite how it worked out. 17 whiffs. Whiffs the back fist, no punish on that for me. That sucked. That could have been a dead Gohan. I'm waiting for back fist. Doesn't give it to me, and yeah, I get hit by the 6M, and then he staggers me, and I was really waiting for him to do a back fist. I thought for sure that was coming, and it didn't. And now we're in a really bad spot here. Hit assist, whiffs, super dash, EX flip, down goes Gohan, and I'm like, okay, it's a one-touch game. Whoever gets hit first loses. Whether it's a medium starter, heavy starter, light starter, even if why did you super dash him? You know why I super dashed him? Because that's the first time he actually countered a super dash the entire set. He wasn't able to counter a single super dash that I did with hit until it mattered the most. And I know better than the super dash hit, but I had tested him and he hadn't been able to do it before, so I was like, I'll take the risk. And it ended up costing me the set. So we ended up losing 2-0 to Yahiko, and I was pretty disappointed and upset about that. I quickly got over it, and then we had to proceed on into the losers bracket. And this has been a very common trend for me lately. When I enter tournaments, I win my first game and then immediately lose the second game. And if you notice, again, this second game of mine was on stream. I keep losing all of my games that Bum puts on stream, and I don't know why. And people ask me, oh, you know, is it nerves? Is it this? Is that? I'm like, no, because I play on my own stream all the time in front of hundreds of people all the time, if not a couple thousand sometimes. And like, I'm a YouTuber. Like, I have thousands on thousands of people watch my videos every day, and I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just an unfortunate coincidence, just a string of bad luck. Like the last 4 or 5 times in a row I've been on stream, I've lost that match, and then I end up going on losers runs because I don't know. It's been really bad luck, but it is what it is. We move, we endure. You know what Trunks says?
It really be like that sometimes.
So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you can stay tuned for all the content I'm bringing you. With all that being said, that's pretty much all today. Remember, nothing can happen. Please remember that. Later.